Right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Sullinger with the ball. He's picked up by Landry. Screen by Young. Here's Sullinger. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Philadelphia has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9.
And the thing with Kelly Olynyk, he does some stuff that really helps you, and some also that will hurt. I mean, he's highly skilled. He's got the deep range, textbook positioning in terms of the post. A lot of tricky moves down there. Yet he has a hard time being effective against great athletes, which the NBA is filled with.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just beautiful.
Oh, good D, but better O. It's almost as if they're just standing there.
Well said. Well, for the most part, they were just standing still, Clark.
And you know what, Kevin? He's not the most explosive player on the court, but if you give him a clear lane to the basket, he'll punch it on you.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Landry gets the bucket. Here's Thomas. 13 points in the game. Young outside. And Olynyk kicks to Thomas. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Young. And the call will go against Hollis Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Zeller, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Lee comes in for Jared Sullivan. Turner's checked in for Crowder. And Smart subbed in for Isaiah Thomas.
You know, when he gets rolling, guys, he can be an absolute handful to have to deal with. And right now, he is rolling strong.
Covington's shot is off.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass. Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Count that one as a 7th make in 8 attempts. He has a scorching 86%.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Lee with the block. Now here's Smart. Defense is right there. Here's Turner. And again, Boston with the triple.
It's amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect in this half.
76ers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Landry with the screen. Shot to stop the run. The drive by Thompson. Another miss by Philadelphia. For Boston, they've gone an unbelievable 8 of 8 shooting since halftime. Must have been some kind of pep talk in that locker room. A nice shot by Zeller.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well-coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
Count the bucket.
If you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Here's Smart. He's got 17. Young for 3. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Okafor with a screen on Turner. Covington dishes to Okafor. Rebound, Boston. Zeller's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Smart, and another basket for Boston.
Boy, the pace has been relentless. These guys have really been pushing it up, fellas.
And one of the best ways to get a rhythm offensively really is to play in space. And you do that with fast break opportunities. Transition buckets are always a boon offensively.
And yes, sir, that one drops. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Here's Okafor. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Another miss by Philadelphia.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
And Tyler Zeller's going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Olenek, he's checked in for Zeller. Sullinger comes in for David Lee. Crowder, he's checked in for Turner. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Smart. Jakar Sampson's checked in for the 76ers. Philadelphia last year struggled in a number of ways, Greg. The big one was they couldn't make shots as a team. Very basic.
Kevin, lowest field goal percentage in the entire league, and by a wide margin. Hard to get any wins when that's the case.
Roten kicks to Okafor. Feeds it to Landry. Soft touch off the glass. Landry's got 12 points in the game. Boston's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far.
And, you know, the Sixers did end with the lowest field goal percentage in the league. Shot just under 41% on the season. Easily put them in last place, and you can't win if you shoot that poorly.
Roten kicks to Okafor. Landry with the screen. Sullinger brings the double team. Okafor. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Reverse that one home. Now that was nice. Real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control.
How about the power and grace on that finish? Sound offensively. Really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they both shot the ball since the break.
Crowder with the steal. All alone. Rips down the breakaway slam.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they push it.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
And guys, you would have hoped the 76ers would have improved over the course of the season, but really their shooting got worse after the All-Star break, dropping below 40%.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Okafor. Nerlens Noel comes in for Carl Landry. And it's Cannon in for Thompson. Here's Cannon. That's good.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Roten with it. Young's there. There's Cannon with the three. Count that one. Cannon's got 7.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
That is good. Young's got 21.
And they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
And Sullinger kicks to Olenek, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny, that's a facial.
Shot clock at 6, and that one's good. Noel.
The assist, Isaiah Cannon.
Boston's gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. And the basket good. Young's got 24 points.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
Roten, the pass to Noel. Olenek with the steal. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. And the dunk by Olenek.
It doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim. Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
Fast break, Philadelphia. Sampson dishes to Embiid, and the shot is good. Embiid's got 6.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in the second half, and I like that. A little smash-mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Last season, the first season of action for Nerlens Noel, officially a rookie after sitting out the 2014 season. He looked good, and he got better as the season was going on.
A great point. I think that year off really helped him. Grow as a player. Coming into the draft when he came out, he was a guy who I thought had one of the most unbelievable motors I had ever seen. And you know what? Everything he was hyped up to be, he lived up to on the defensive end.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
And for Noel, I really think he took off in the back half of the season. Up to scoring, his shooting percentage, and his rebounding. You can see him getting better almost every game.
Some changes for Boston. Turner comes in for Jared Sullinger, and Jerebko is subbed in for Young. The 76ers also with a sub. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Tony Roten.
And by the end of the season last year, Noel was completely different as a player. Always a defensive force in the league. His development is probably going faster than many expected.
And he slams it one-handed.
Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand, the most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it look good.
The shot's good from Jerebko. 46 seconds left to play in the third. Cannon kicks to Embiid. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Here's Cannon. He's guarded by Thomas and stolen by Thomas. Pushing it up. And it's slammed in by Turner.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Kicks it to Cannon. Passes it to Sampson. A 3-ball. And that's not going to go. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Celtics just... And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Philadelphia with the ball. Tyler Zeller out there with David Lee. Then it's Turner. Then there's Smart, and it's Young in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's Smart, and down it goes. Keep that one home.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
Oh, good D, but better O. It's almost as if they're just standing there.
Well said. Well, for the most part, they were just standing still, Clark.
And you know what, Kevin? He's not the most explosive player on the court, but if you give him a clear lane to the basket, he'll punch it on you.
They set the screen. Stauskas, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
Jackson kicks to Sampson. Here's Grant. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Smart. And it's Boston with another.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category. You know, something that's floating around in the sports world and in the NBA is reseeding after the playoffs start. And for those of you who may not understand the situation, it's simply saying that no matter what, he would play the lower seeded team, however you get to those numbers.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Lee Bass was put in just the right spot. Smart's got 25 points.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it played.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know, one of the things, guys, that impressed me about the Celtics was the number of assists they had. I mean, they really focused on moving the ball. And when you do that and you have shot makers, the assists pile up.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Olynyk, he's checked in for Zeller. Jared Sullinger comes in for Lee. Jay Crowder's checked in for Turner. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Marcus Smart. With the Celtics and their assists, they were second in the league in potential assists per game, meaning shots they missed that if they made would have been assists.
And that is a good thing, if you weren't sure. I mean, they were sandwiched between the Hawks and Warriors in that category. Pretty good company to be in. So they move the ball well. They just need to get a little more consistent at knocking down open shots.
It's Jackson with the drive.
And one thing that I know a lot of fans are worried about is NBA jerseys with ads on them. It's something the NBA has explored more in-depth recently and would be another stream of revenue for the league.
Both good from the line that time.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Lets it fly from 18. Sullinger with the bucket. And with the ads on the jerseys, it isn't something that would sit well with the fans probably, but around the globe, almost every other league in the world has ads on their jerseys.
You know, the NBA has shown that they're willing to try new things with jerseys, much like they've looked at other issues. It started with the sleeve jerseys, and advertisements is just another area they're exploring. You know, it's a plus to get good looks in the paint, and when you can get them, you got to score them.
On its way from Young for 2. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 9 assists now tonight. Outside Jackson. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. Aldemir. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. It's Jackson with the drive. He feeds it to Stauskas. Back to Jackson. The rebound by the Celtics. Sullinger's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Crowder. Offensive rebound. Young passes to Sullinger. He kicks to Olynyk. Second chance shot. And the layup is good. Olynyk's got 13 points in the second half.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
The drive by Jackson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Yeah, the NBA Development League now celebrating its 15th anniversary, and a lot of change over that time. None of the original 8 teams still playing in their original locations. Still, it's only growing. And I think we'll see it grow to 30 teams before long.
Jackson hits both of them. Greg, you're talking about the D-League. Not really a moneymaker yet, but it's really benefited, Clark, the NBA in so many ways.
Clearly has, Kevin, a place to train new players, officials, and executives or management. A way to test out possible rule changes. I think building revenue is the focus, though, and the players make a small salary, but the NBA Developmental League is helping the NBA be better.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And Young, here we go. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Young's got 7 now in this quarter.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
Olynyk, and Young kicks to Crowder. And again, Boston with the triple.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Philadelphia shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Poke loose, stolen by Thomas. For the finish, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
Here's Sampson, defended by Crowder. Sampson kicks to Grant. Releases from the wing and drills it. Boston's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. That's good. 23 points for Kelly Olynyk.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Here's Stauskas, defended by Young. And now here comes Young, leading the break. Power down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure strength.
Oh, we could feel that one all the way over here.
And you could see it. That first step was so decisive, aggressive move to attack the rim. Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
Jackson dishes to Aldemir. Screen by Grant. Aldemir kicks to Stauskas. Will it go? Goes back up. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the call. Foul on Boston. Well, the plan has been obvious now, Clark, for a while. The 76ers really loading up on young players, letting them see a lot of minutes, and hoping it's going to bear some fruit, as you like to say, coming up.
Exactly, and it will in time because they've accumulated some really nice young talent, Kevin.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Olynyk. Lee comes in for Jared Sullinger. Turner's checked in for Crowder. And Smart subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Here's Turner. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Grant.
And with the 76ers, it's not just on the floor that they have stifled the progress. That they've taken 2 top picks knowing they would sit out a full year just to rehab injury.
That's good.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
It's off his foot. And the ref saying he kicked it. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Furkan Aldemir. On the inbound, and Embiid throws it down.
You know the coach drew up a nice play when you get an easy dunk on the inbounds pass. You know, one thing few people talk about with the Sixers, this plan of building through the draft and with young players, what if it actually works to their benefit? Then it would become a copycat strategy, because we know in the NBA it's a herd mentality if something works.
An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Young. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. Embiid kicks to Sampson. Pass to Landry. Rebounded by the Celtics. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now, because he's not going to live that one down easily.
The 76ers shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it. Well, guys, once again, the 76ers finished second to last in the East. Amazingly managed to win fewer games against the East than they did the year before, which was 14 wins in 2014.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. One thing, Greg, about Philadelphia, you talked about this. Only 12 wins for them last year against the East.
And Kevin, how about not getting a win against their own conference until December? I mean, as bad as the Sixers were last year, though, they weren't the worst. So sometimes, even for me, I still can't fathom that's the case.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He was intent on running the offense through Embiid. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. The second thing he said to them was that they should be looking for opportunities to push the ball up the court and convert some quick, easy baskets in transition. Likely the final major changes to their game plan as they try to make a late comeback here in the fourth. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris.
And one priority for the commissioner this year was how the schedule worked. There were complaints about too many back-to-back games, and it was something everybody wanted to improve upon.
Here's Bradley. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and completes the layup. Bradley's got 5 points now in the quarter. Philadelphia shooting straight 49% from the field. Cannon kicks to Landry. Shot to stop the run, and it's good on the way in. Greg, as you said, the NBA schedule was something that needed change. Players were getting worn out with all the back-to-back games, Clark. You've been through it and you know firsthand.
And it's not just the back-to-back games, Kevin. It's the 4 games in 5 nights, or the 7 in 10 days. The league office knows the NBA is at their best when teams are rested. And kudos to the league for doing something about it.
Pulls up. Again, the Celtics good for 2. Here's Cannon. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. And that one falls for Cannon.
Looking at the game Cannon has been having, he has 8 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they're going to be.
And that one's good.
And in the past, the NBA had the All-Star break for just an extended weekend. Last year, they gave the players a full week off. It seemed to be received positively by everyone. And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Jones, that's for 2, and it's Boston with another. Here's Cannon. The All-Star break in 2015 was just a bit over a week. Those extra days, Clark, for most players, really rested some guys up.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think it was a nice move. You play those 82 games, you need more than just a few days break during the middle part of the season. So I like that move a lot.
Got that one up quick. 25 points for Avery Bradley. Philadelphia has gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight, just a little over 40%. And it's Grant in the corner. A three-pointer, no good.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
.131 left to play in the final quarter. Sampson's shot, good.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Celtics.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
And it will go down as their first official win of the new year.
And, guys, when you're cracking heads against somebody 4 times over the course of a season, boy, it's a great feeling to snatch that first game. Good adjustments tonight against the 76ers.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Young. He just looks like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Cannon kicks to Landry. Grant the pass to Landry. Here's Embiid. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Bradley. Good, and Smart gets the assist. 34 points for Avery Bradley.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Cannon dishes to Embiid. And pushing it up, here's Boston. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
Here's Sampson, guarded by Bradley. Sampson's shot is off. Outside, Jones. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. But first, the post-game show with Ernie Johnson just a few aisles above us.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
And hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We watched a marvelous third quarter from him, and he basically put the game on ice at that point. And from that point on, they were in control.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was good.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA.